President Trump, after showing restraint for much of this trip today, trying to get a few things off his chest, beginning with a tweet storm about Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un.
President Trump touching down in Manila, the final stop of his whirlwind Asia tour. Hundreds of demonstrators gathering near the U.S. Embassy to protest his visit. Riot police firing water cannons to disperse rowdy crowds. The president slated to meet with Filipino President Rodrigo Duterte, controversial for his brutal crackdown on his nation's drug war.
I believe in our intel agencies as currently led by fine people. I believe very much in our intelligence agencies.
But it's Mr. Trump's relationship with Russian President Vladimir Putin still trailing him. After a warm welcome in Vietnam's capital, attempting to clear up confusion over whether he accepts Putin's repeated denials of Russian election interference. That a swipe at the former heads of the CIA, FBI, and National Intelligence, who only hours earlier the president ridiculed as political hacks. The current CIA director Mike Pompeo has repeatedly blamed Moscow for meddling.
This was an aggressive action taken by the senior leadership inside of Russia.
Still, Trump's initial defense of Putin's denials, telling reporters aboard Air Force One Saturday that he believes Putin means it when he says he didn't meddle, drawing fire from Republican John McCain. There's nothing America first about taking the word of a KGB colonel over that of the American intelligence community. Mr. Trump's take today?
I believe that President Putin really feels, and he feels strongly, that he did not meddle in our election. What he believes is what he believes. What I believe is that we have to get to work.
Earlier tweeting, when will all the haters and fools out there realize that having a good relationship with Russia is a good thing, not a bad thing? And taking a jab at North Korea's erratic dictator, writing, "Why would Kim Jong-un insult me by calling me old when I would never call him short and fat? Oh well, I try so hard to be his friend, and maybe someday that will happen." Later, pressed whether that's realistic.
I think anything's a possibility. Strange things happen in life. That might be a strange thing to happen, but it's certainly a possibility.
And speaking to reporters after that news conference, the president's chief of staff, John Kelly, telling us he doesn't follow the president's tweets and adding that he doesn't allow his staff to either. Willie?
All right, Peter Alexander in Vietnam with the president in the Philippines. We'll let you go catch up. Peter, thanks so much.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.